Apple is about to do something that doesn't sound like Apple at all. The next MacBook Air isn't just another thin laptop with a new chip. It might actually launch as the cheapest MacBook ever made. Yeah, you heard that right. For a company that's kept laptops above the $1,000 mark for decades, the rumors of a $600 MacBook Air in 2025 are hard to believe. But when you look at the leaks, it starts to make sense. Now here's where it gets interesting. Instead of sticking with the usual M-series processors, Apple could power this MacBook with the same chip that runs the iPhone 16 Pro, the A18 Pro. On paper, that sounds like a step back. In reality, it's kind of genius. The chip is insanely efficient. It actually beats older M1 chips in single-core tests, and it holds its own against the M2 in multi-core performance. So for students, office workers, or just everyday users, this could be a huge win. And the real kicker? Battery life. Because this chip was designed to run on tiny iPhone batteries, putting it inside a laptop with a much larger battery could mean 20+ hours of usage on a single charge. That's longer than most high-end laptops in the world right now. If Apple wanted, they could even shrink the battery to make the laptop lighter and still get all-day performance. Now let's talk about design. According to leaks, Apple isn't just recycling the current Air. Instead, we might see a brand new 12.9-inch model, a size Apple has never used on a MacBook before. Slightly smaller than the 13.6-inch Air we know today, but that could be a good thing. A tighter, more compact form factor that feels super portable, something like a modern version of the old 12-inch MacBook, but this time with the right performance to back it up. And just because it's cheaper doesn't mean it'll look cheap. Reports suggest Apple is sticking with the aluminum build, not plastic, which means it should still feel premium in the hand. Where Apple seems to be saving costs is with the ports. Don't expect the luxury of 2 Thunderbolt 4s. Leaks point to just a single USB-C port, basic but functional for the audience this machine is aimed at. What could set this model apart visually, though, are the colors. Instead of just silver and gray, the 2025 MacBook Air might come in fun iPad-inspired finishes like yellow, pink, blue, and silver. It's a small thing, but it instantly makes the laptop look approachable, especially for younger buyers and students. And, of course, the headline factor is the price. If Apple really drops this at $600, it changes everything. For decades, Macs were always positioned as premium machines. But this makes a MacBook accessible to students, first-time buyers, or even people who just want a secondary laptop. And that's exactly why this launch is shaping up to be such a big deal. But before I go deeper into how Apple could completely dominate the education market with this move and what it means for the laptop industry as a whole, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. I'll be sharing all the latest leaks and updates about the MacBook Air 2025 as they come out. You don't want to miss it. So let's look at the bigger picture here. Why would Apple even consider releasing a MacBook at this price? For years, they've positioned Macs as premium devices, while iPads and iPhones covered the mid-tier and budget segments. But laptops are still the main tool for students and office workers. And right now, that market is dominated by affordable Windows machines and Chromebooks. That's where this new MacBook Air could change the game. At $600 retail, with Apple's usual education discounts, this laptop could end up being just $500 for students. At that price, it instantly becomes the most appealing option for schools and universities. Think about it. Lightweight design, 20B+, hours of battery life, iPhone-level efficiency, and the Apple ecosystem all in one package. For a student deciding between a random budget Windows laptop or a MacBook Air, the choice becomes obvious. And it's not just students. Travelers, casual users, or even people who just want a secondary laptop for basic tasks will look at this and think, why not? If the performance really lands somewhere between the M1 and M2, then you're getting a machine that can handle video editing, photo work, coding practice, and of course, day-to-day tasks like browsing and media streaming. It's no longer just an entry-level device. It's a legit laptop at a price that Apple has never touched before. What's also clever here is that Apple isn't cutting corners in ways that would damage the experience. Sure, you get fewer ports and maybe the base storage is small, but the core experience, battery life, efficiency, and overall smoothness remains intact. That's what really matters for the audience this laptop is aimed at. If this launch goes the way leaks suggest, Apple isn't just releasing another MacBook, they're disrupting the laptop industry. Competitors like Dell, HP, and even Chromebook makers will feel the pressure, because suddenly Apple is no longer the premium-only option. They're playing in the budget space, but still bringing their ecosystem advantage with them, and the timing makes sense too. Reports suggest production is already underway, and a launch could happen as soon as late 2025, possibly around October or November. That would put it right in time for the holiday season, and right in the middle of back-to-school shopping. Classic Apple timing. So, to sum it up, a brand new 12.9-inch MacBook Air, powered by the A18 Pro chip, fun iPad-inspired colors, a lighter form factor, massive battery life, and most importantly, a $600 price point that could shake up the entire industry. This isn't just another update. This could be Apple's smartest MacBook release in years. With that said, thanks for watching. Until next time, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this.